Welcome to Feminist Frequency Radio. This is the show that asks you to be critical of the media you love. And this is a super special full-length bonus episode just for our Patreon supporters. I'm Kat Spada.
I am AC Lamberty, and actually I am reserving any comment on this film until the paywall goes up.
Yes, if you are listening to this before pre-Patreon, the first few minutes are our preview, but I think that this is a movie we can only discuss among the company of our friends on Patreon. I need a closed door,
man. I will say, in the words of RuPaul, Ben Platt, who played Dear, he gave everything. I'll say that up top.
I saw Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway, and Ben Platt, who plays Dear, he gave everything. You could see spit coming out, and there were tears, and he gave everything he had.
6 years after the debut of the Tony-winning musical Dear Evan Hansen, Hollywood decided that it definitely needed to be made into a movie. More specifically, producer Mark Platt decided that the role that shot his son Ben to stardom needed to be a movie. Playwright Stephen Levinson wrote the adaptation himself, and king of the weird kid coming-of-age story Stephen Chbosky was brought on to direct. With a soundtrack by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, who won an Oscar for La La Land and a Grammy for The Greatest Showman, the movie was widely panned, with anticipation from the earliest teasers that it would not live up to the success of the stage production. Alongside Ben Platt, the movie stars Caitlin Dever, Amanda Stenberg, Julianne Moore, and Amy Adams.
Dear Evan Hansen is a musical love letter to all those who feel alone.
Have you been doing those letters to yourself with Dr. Sherman?
I've been trying to. Dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be an amazing day, and here's why. Because today, all you have to do is just be yourself. But also confident. That's important. And interesting, easy to talk to, approachable. But mostly just be yourself. You know, that's number one, obviously. Be yourself, but like a confident version of yourself.
I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share, no, I got nothing to say.
Would you want to sign my cast? Because we're friends. And
we're family friends, Evan.
Would anyone even notice if I just disappeared tomorrow? Sincerely, your best and most dearest friend, me.
No one signed your cast. Now we can both pretend we have friends. Dear Evan Hansen, here you go.
Yeah, that's mine. I'll just take it. Wait, I need that back. Please don't show it to anyone.
On the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window. I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window.
Connor took a letter from me, and it was an assignment from my therapist.
Yo, Connor Murphy's mother and stepfather here to see you.
Connor wanted you to have this. Dear Evan Hansen, he wrote it to you.
His last words, Connor took his own life.
Hey, what? I'm sorry, Connor didn't write this.
No, please.
We didn't think Connor had any friends.
I mean, you really gonna tell these people that the only thing they have left of their son is a letter that you wrote to yourself?
So, you and Connor, tell us something, please, Evan.
Right. I started talking and
you couldn't stop.
They didn't want me to stop.
I'm putting together a memorial service. If you wanted to do something.
When you fall in the forest and there's nobody around.
Connor showed me that I wasn't alone. Nobody is. I wish we could have given that to him.
Do you ever really crash or even make a sound?
People started sharing it. It's everywhere.
I don't understand what happened.
You did.
I even make a sound. It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in.
A lot of people feel like us. People that you wouldn't think. You don't know how much you've given my family and me.
Are you lying to all these people?
I never thought that it would go this far. I was trying to help.
Watching people pass. Waving through a window.
If you knew who I am.
Can anybody see?
Just how broken I am.
I
already know you, and I love you.
I have to tell them.
Is anybody waiting? Wait on, wait on,
The plot of this movie is incredibly inane and boring. We do not need to recap it. Essentially, a teenager catfishes everyone forever.
Yeah.
Let's begin. Oh my god.
Where do we
God.
begin? I mean, as always, what's your relationship to Dear Evan Hansen?
Yeah, well, more than that, I don't even have a relationship. I'm curious if anybody liked this, who liked the stage play, if it was meant for anybody to watch, who the target demo was. I don't know, because I was watching this, like, I'm pretty sure I would hate this on stage too, but I know you saw it, so if you have insight, please.
Well, I feel like it was hot. It was like people were really excited that it was on tour. It came to LA. It had won a Tony or whatever on Broadway. And so I was like, ooh, I'm going to go see Dear Evan Hansen. And I remember my boss, who's sort of a Gen X, like, white Democrat, like, who very much
and this
was
is like 2016, right? Like,
yeah, like somewhere around there where this is like so in that like post Pussy Hat Hillary Clinton should have won era of her just being like, it's like
resist everybody.
Yeah, like my boss at the time being like, this is gonna like really, like, I just thought it was so beautiful, you know, like it's really what we need right now. Again, we talked about like
it like smacks of that the whole time, but in a weird, like, wow, I have a lot of thoughts on like it being a kind of 2014 origins to a 2021 movie that just fucking lead balloon flops.
I mean, I'm so glad that we like, this is the coda to our Glee episode, because
if
I
Glee
feel like
put me into a horrible depressive episode, this honestly took me out. I was like, it was crazy.
But like, you couldn't have this movie without Glee, I think, or this play. So I went to see it and I was like ready to feel, you know, I remember thinking like, okay, it's going to be about like, no hate. It's going to be about it gets better. It's going to be about like a sweet, sad
explicit
gay boy.
Hate. It does not get better.
And like the arm break, I was like, it has something to do with like maybe a suicide attempt. I don't know, content warning. I guess we're going to talk about suicide because of the content of this movie.
In a deeply glib way, unfortunately.
And then like, I don't remember when, but I remember the moment during the play where I was like, you lost me. Like I felt like my energy just dive. And it was just like, oh, this is about, he wants the girl, so he's gonna fake some shit about a dead kid. I was like, I don't care for that, and I don't care for you, and I don't care if you get redeemed. Like,
yeah, totally. Okay. My vision for this film, before we get into any of the specifics, is this could work if it had that incredibly mean-spirited bent that Glee has, and if it were done by, like, Greg Araki. Like, to make Evan Hansen a truly kind of, like, villainous, weird gay kid, and, like, have it be camp, have it be funny, dark. Like, I was thinking, like, Drop Dead Gorgeous or, like, Election,
like, absolutely. He needs to be Tracy Flick.
That would have fucking slayed. I would have loved that. But, like, the earnestness is actually, like, it is a challenge. And I don't think just for me.
There is a slight, and I don't remember how this character is on stage, but like the Nick Dodani, like, friend-ish character.
Incredibly
like
mean gay friend.
Yeah, and he's just, like, a little bit commenting on what's going on.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, yeah, I wanted more of that. I wanted more. The humor in this, like, almost gets you somewhere. Like, when you're seeing the ghost of Connor, like, dance and sing to
that
made up
one
letters.
number. That one number. I was like, that rocks. Like, that's fun. We need more of that. But then everything else is the most on its face weepy ever.
I want to take a moment for Nick Dodani. though, and
Please.
I feel like my note for this when he showed up was, I wonder if this is the Nick Dodani extended universe, which includes Atypical, Other People, and Twisters. Because
it's
did
like
you ever
an
watch?
EGOT.
Yeah, did you ever watch Atypical?
No, but I had a friend who worked on it and spoke highly of it.
So here's the thing, and I do feel like, also, like, disclaimer, this is definitely something where I know I'm not knowledgeable about, but like Evan Hansen's mental health or neurotypicality like is
Talking
unspecified.
about Evan Hansen as a guy is really funny.
But it's
sorry,
very
but
like
continue.
It invites that. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the story is like, it's like he's all of us and we're all struggling. And I'm like, okay, but I actually kind of would like you to explain a little bit further what we're dealing with here. Because if he is like someone who was putting a magnifying glass on ants as a child, like, I'd like to know this.
Sure.
Like, anyway, Nick Dodani also plays the friend in Atypical, which is a show about a dysfunctional family and their teenage son who has autism. And like, the actor who plays him is not autistic, and that receives some criticism. But like, I think the show, they managed to have a tone with this friendship of like, this boy has social struggles, but like his cool sister, who's Bridget Lundy Payne, and his friend Nick Dodani are like, they don't treat him with kid gloves about it. Like, they look out for him, but they're also kind of like, come on, buddy. Like, let's be, you're one of us. Like, you're in the group, you know? And so anyway, watching this, I was just like, I'm really at a loss for like how socially isolated he is, or how much that's made up, or...
No, totally. There's like, okay. My feeling is that in general, this should not have been a musical at all. Like the subject matter itself, right? It's so, I mean, I have thoughts about making it a screen musical in that it is so intangible and so sterile and so removed that it does not have the qualities of like a screen musical that I really love. But even the content matter itself, like, I can't imagine this working for me on stage, because it does seem like a reefer madness ass like piece of content about high schoolers now. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just this weird, there's like a fundamental misunderstanding of how people interact with each other at school and interact online. Like, that's the part I found egregious. Like, none of that would have played out that way. Him getting famous from oh my God, it was insane.
And this was such like I remember on stage, like, oh, you have like scrolling being projected onto the back of the stage, and like that they were doing this sort of like I don't know.
The internet is
like,
a set. Like,
like they were trying to do that, and I was like, okay, but like, again, there are more interesting stories you could figure out to like tell a tale. And I think that this is like some weird shit that happens. Like, we gotta write a musical, and like, I don't understand. I have not processed my own adolescence. I feel like that is what happens. The Alanis Morissette jukebox musical. Did you see that?
Were you telling me about this, or was it another friend who went and was like, it was it really tried to cram a lot in?
It was very like, it was about Karens and opioids, and I was like,
gun violence, I remember.
It was everything. And how hard it is to be a teen. And like, does my mother understand me? And I was like, no. Like, you can just take the album, you can just take Jagged Little Pill and turn it into a story. Like, you don't have to try to make it like doing all of this.
Well, that's like a big gripe of mine with kind of like representation media, quote unquote, like in general, is like the insistence on being hyper real. And I think you really get that in this movie from Ben Platt fucking snot crying, like that. Whatever second to last, I was like, bro, you need to bring it down. Like, this is like just an insistence on hyper reality, like from performance to set to this alleged plot line that like is supposed to be something that would happen in real life. Like, none of that actually lends itself to a captivating or emotionally intense musical. It is just like a hat on a hat on a hat on a hat forever.
Do you when he sings too, the veins in his neck really bulge out, and I was like, they couldn't have smoothed that out in post. Like, you used to be able to get away with a 27-year-old playing a high schooler when it was filmed on standard def.
Yes.
You know, like.
Yes.
Also, was this movie like filmed in 2020 or something? Because it came out in 2021, and I'm curious if there was even like COVID precautions or something where like they were filming further apart from each other and patched together or something, because there's like a lack of depth physically.
Well, on the time thing, I mean, I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but it really did feel like a completely different political ideology that like aged really quickly out of like the first Trump administration, and then it was fucking COVID, and then this movie came out and was like, if this kid posted this video online, he would kill himself. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's no way that happens. The timing thing is so strange. It felt very out of time when watching it on this rewatch. Maybe this is where the Patreon begins. Should we just get into just Ben Platt as Evan Hansen and his 37-year-old ass? He's not 37.